building business relationships online. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. A lot of people sit there and think, well, I can't build business relationships online. Well, you can, and it takes a lot of effort. Now, in regular days where you go out and meet with business owners, take them out to lunch, you can start building relationships a lot easier than you can online. Like online meetings. Most people jump into a Teams meeting and they're 15 minutes late, so they can't do that water cooler talk, catch up on them, ask them about their family and all that stuff. But for the most part, you can get people for the first few minutes just to catch up, joke, have conversations. You can do a little team meetings as catch-ups and do a 15-minute check-in where you do coffee together, send them a gift card for a Starbucks coffee so they can buy a coffee and you can chat too is another way to do that. It's kind of hard to go and build business relationships, but if you put forth the effort, you can do it really well. Okay? So that's just some of the ways you can do it on Teams meetings and whatnot. Send them gift cards, do check-ins, just do meetings just to catch up with people. And I know everybody's busy and they love these meetings because they can multitask and not pay attention, which is why they always go, oh, what did you say? Can you say that one more time? And that derails conversations, but if you start the first few minutes just kind of connecting with people, they'll be more engaged when you're in the meeting online. Okay? Now, how can you build that when you don't have a relationship with those people? Well, you can do the research. You can do LinkedIn. LinkedIn and doing all those kind of things is going to be an organic, natural kind of progression, and it's going to take a lot more time. If you can get one-on-one, you're going to make business relationships better. But if you go and do online meetings and you're going to go into LinkedIn, well, LinkedIn, you can send friend requests. You can have your friends who know those people that you're targeting and want to get engaged with, they can actually reach out and do an introduction for you. Hey, so-and-so is going to be sending you a message. They're a great friend of mine. And that is called social proof. It's a law that if somebody gives you the recommendation to somebody else, they are connecting the dots, they're building the bridge, and they're basically saying, you can trust this person because I know them, and you trust me, so you can trust them. And it's a law that works. So having somebody else do that introduction, just doing a LinkedIn message saying, hey, nice to connect with you, and then start going in your sales speech is never going to grow your relationship with people. A lot of times it takes time, sending them articles every once in a while saying, hey, thinking of you, here's an article I thought was really good, and trying to go organically. If you just try to jump right into the sale, which is what most salespeople do, is they just try to go sell something and they don't care about what the other person has to need, well then you're not going to build those relationships. So you need to really focus in on the customer and what they need to be able to grow that relationship together. And it will take more time. But if you use social proof, it's going to benefit you to grow that relationship. So have somebody do that introduction. Now you can also do reciprocity, which basically says, if I do something for you, you're automatically going to feel like you have to do something for me. And we want to have those scales balanced. We don't want to feel like we owe anybody anything. So you can send them gift cards, which happens, or a gift box. I mean, Giftology was a book about all sending different kind of gifts to set up those kind of first-time meetings if you want. You can do those things. A lot of times sales goes too overboard, sends too big of gifts or too extravagant. That's why there's actually laws that prohibit you from giving too big of gifts because it's been abused. Just like anything, it can be abused. So when you're giving gifts, give them small gifts. Maybe it's a Starbucks card for having a cup of coffee, like I talked about earlier. And just start building that relationship slowly. It's going to take more time. It takes about 20 to 30 touches before someone's going to buy anymore, especially online. So it's going to take longer. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. So think about that when you're trying to grow your relationships. Now, if you have any more questions about that, feel free to reach out. contact information is below. It takes you to my website, gives you the contact for me. If this video is helpful, hit like, share, subscribe. Send to somebody you think it's going to benefit. That's why I do these videos, to help you. We'll see you next time.